Taurus, welcome back. Or if you are new, welcome. This is the Tana Tarot Zodiac channel. And Taurus, this is your zodiac reading for the next 7-ish days from whenever you should happen to come across it. So it is timeless. So Taurus, what we are going to do is first, we're going to pull an oracle card here to get the overall energy. Then we're going to pull some tarot, and then I'll close it out with an angel number message from Spirit. So let's go ahead and see equality. Isn't that interesting? So Taurus, you're going to be engaged with something that has to do with equality. Maybe for yourself. Maybe you have not been treated fairly and you're going to, start to, sorry, I'm turning on my tens unit. Maybe you're going to start insisting on equality. Maybe you are going to begin doing some kind of work that has to do with equality. This card is number 37. And so 7 plus 3 is 10, which reduces to 1, which is about a new start. So I'm getting that you're going to have some kind of new start that has to do with equality. Maybe equality, fairness. Let's see what kind of messages we get from the tarot. It could be as simple as equality in a relationship. Maybe you don't feel like you've been treated fairly. It could be equality like overall, and you become some kind of a social pioneer, working with groups and teams like ACLU or something, to ensure equality for all. Let's look and see what messages we get. So we have the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the King of Wands, wow, a lot of wands, the Lovers, 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Wow. You can take this either way. I feel like you could take this as a love relationship and you insisting on equality and fair rights, or we could take it higher and about you fighting for a bigger cause. But let's go ahead and get started. Right now, I see you in an energy of kind of fighting, but fighting for right. Right? Like, I see like maybe some competition, like maybe you have to kind of compete in order to stand up for yourself, maybe stand up for others. Sometimes I look at the 5 of Wands as like training and growing, and that's what this could be as well. Taurus, this could be you really kind of learning about the best way to ensure equality, maybe in your own personal life and for others. So I see you like in the beginning stages here, and you may not be now, but I see maybe this is just telling the story, but I see the beginning stages of you embroiled in competition, fighting, not physical, right, but like standing up for what's right and pushing back. You know what I mean? And not like win-lose, but like standing up for yourself and pushing back. Yeah, with the 7 of Wands, in addition, I get, while you're doing that, I feel like you are really creating boundaries. Here's one card why I think this may be personal as well, and maybe in a relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but we do have the Lovers here, and the 2 of Cups. So it could be a love relationship. It could just be, relationships in general. But with the Seven of Wands, I see you creating boundaries, like what is acceptable. Like maybe someone is treating you like a second-class citizen due to your gender or your ethnicity or whatever, right? And you're like, oh, hell no, okay? And you are establishing boundaries and you are enforcing those boundaries, and you are like, you will, here's what you know. You know that people treat you how you allow them to treat you. And if you have allowed people to treat you poorly before, that is no longer the case. You will no longer allow, or maybe you never did, but you will not allow people to treat you poorly, to not honor you, to not treat you with respect. Okay? So you have your boundaries and you are enforcing them. You know, I have a feeling that you may have had wrong information entrenched in your brain. Maybe say this is a feminist thing. Let me use that as an example. Perhaps your mother was the epitome of the 50s housewife. And she was, just there for the husband, the slippers and the pipe when he came home, keep the kids quiet, cook the meal, have the meal on the table, that kind of thing. And your mother never lived her dream. She never really knew who she was because she was always the wife, the mother. She was never the person. And that may be maybe you saw that when you were growing up. And so it's been hard for you to see things from a different perspective because you were kind of indoctrinated into a certain way of doing things. But I'm here to tell you that you've grown strong and you've educated yourself and you are passionate, you are a fighter, and you've decided this is not, whatever it is, using that example, that is not the life for me. I am going to live out loud. I'm going to be me. I'm going to, I'm going to live my life with equality and fairness, and I'm going to live out loud. I'm going to be who I am. Okay. Gosh, we have so many cups. I feel like the blessing is that you either find someone, if this is a one-on-one relationship, and people have not been treating you fairly, I feel like you do find someone that is going to treat you fairly. Okay? It could be a Sagittarius. It could be someone of a different ethnicity. It could be someone that you knew before. Maybe and it could just be a friend or an acquaintance. Doesn't have to be anyone that you had a past relationship with. But if you did have a past relationship, it didn't end poorly. It ended because maybe at the end of high school, someone went off to college and things just kind of fell apart. Or after college, people moved back home and things just kind of, fizzled out. So it could be like a second chance. This will be a person that is super duper loyal. Okay? Now, that's if this is a specific person. If this is like a higher calling for you, and you fighting for the equality of others, I see that you have a lot of love and support around you. You found your group, I'll call it, even at work, sometimes I feel like I've found my soul family. So you've found your group or your soul family or the people that are on the same mission as you to fight for this equality. Okay, so you've either found the person who you belong with and who will not give you this equality, but with whom you can be equal with, because no one gives you equality. Either that, or you found your soul family that's working on this, task with you. the overall energy is really one of love, okay? It's one of love. And you're going to make this decision to, either to enter into this relationship or to work with this group of people. But it's definitely like a choice, a decision, and it's all about love, okay? And the message from Spirit is, Spirit says, you have been feeling less than, or in your life you have felt less than. That's why you felt like you needed to fight the fight, and you needed to create the boundaries, and you needed to stand up for yourself, whether for yourself only or yourself and others. Okay? And Spirit is acknowledging that, where you started out from with the loss, the loneliness, the lack. And Spirit also sees you as a warrior. Spirit sees that you have been working so hard on this for so long. And this is like DAP. And this will be a journey, okay? If it's an endeavor that you're engaged with a group, it's going to be a fight. But you know what? It's going to be a fight that you're going to love. Okay? And if it's the relationship, man, you've worked hard for this and you deserve it. I still think, even if this is about you in a personal relationship, that you're still going to find some kind of way, either through maybe a podcast or working with youth or whatever, to help people. People like women, or people who are treated poorly due to, prejudice. Whatever it is, I see you helping people. And we have 1414, sign to remain positive, purging negativity in life as you level up. Yes, I do see you having to fight and purge negativity, especially with the Hangman. You are learning to look at things from a different perspective, because I feel like the way you were raised, you learned lessons that were negative. And here I see you fighting to come out of that negative, not attitude, but that negative place of lack. And so you are purging negativity by fighting back. Kind of beautiful. So Taurus, this is what I have for you. If this did resonate, please do give me a thumbs up. And please do subscribe if you have not. I would greatly appreciate it. Love it, Taurus. See you next time. Bye-bye.